That is a very big phone.
Throw a tipkin down that skull him nahki. So it begins.
We did leave before the sun rose.
Keep your wits about.
Well, those appear to be farmhands. It's at least a good sign.
Working at a time like this. Why?
I'm surprised they're still even here.
Do they even know?
Farming doesn't
Some people
stop.
prefer.
Soldiers need to eat.
For the war effort, right?
That's what I would assume. There's a path through it here.
You jumped out of that tree very well.
I want to step all over the grain.
That's
No, last thing we want to do is insult them.
Is this their plants? Oops.
Aye, it's wheat gets turned into bread and ale.
Right, we shouldn't step on it then.
You can make cakes out of wheat, can't you?
Yes, exactly.
That's why
The
we're here.
steel cake is just what we need at a time like this.
The steel cake.
Wouldn't it be nice?
Okay, Kyler.
Huh? I'm just imagining what that would be. I don't know if she's good at cooking.
I don't know.
Obviously not. I've never seen her lift a utensil to cook in my life.
Yeah, I'm really good with the size.
Thanks.
I spent
Cakes are
a
made out
few
of
years
wheat.
with it.
Sure looks like it. Reap a few Imperials. Yeah, well, let's hope you can reach into the small nicks of the cake aren't made out of wheat, then what are they
I will have
not made out
to.
of cows.
They're made out of bread, I
It's just,
guess.
you know,
Where does bread come from?
Travis hasn't said anything
Wait.
about
Wait.
it, and I haven't heard from him. and he
Greetings,
thinks that
folks.
way.
Wait, bread
Are we
comes
coming up on
Oh.
Ambershire?
Oh,
No,
actually,
express.
yeah, I believe it's some way down that way, but I would recommend if you're just going to say hello, I wouldn't go there right now. It's real
Not the
bad.
best place.
Oh shit, we should go back.
We've had people go there and they just haven't shown back up in a long time. So I would just say turn back while you still can.
Thank you for letting us know.
No issue. But,
Thank you,
know,
friend.
I was
Best
gonna
health
say,
to you.
Went over to the over there and he just.
That's a bad omen if I ever heard one.
Well, anything could be good.
Farmers
Aye.
speaking about people not coming back.
There's another thing you should know, Kyler. This is just a lesson for the future.
Don't know much else.
You see those murders of crows flying overhead?
Hmm.
Certain won't be.
They're here for the bodies.
Ah.
Usually signs of a large battlefield.
Birds are always.
Notice also that a lot of the people there in the fields look a little older than usual. That means that whoever is the ruling noble here drafted them into a militia. All the young ones.
I let them do that.
Are you
Aye.
really
a
also
drow?
going out to Ambershire?
It's when they gather people together
What's
forcefully to fight,
what's it to you?
like a rally.
You all just don't look like soldiers, are you? Like mercenaries?
Something like that. Iron wolves, freelancers. Help as best we can.
It's.
There are so many player characters here.
Well, I guess your funeral.
Thanks for the input.
Wait, before you
Bruce,
The omens just keep getting better, don't they?
can you make cake with wheat, or do you have to make it with something else?
why is she so obsessed with the cake?
I don't know.
She tends to latch onto one thing. Then she gets bored and moves on to something else.
Like
The last
a
brain
mosquito
cell.
or a tick.
I just got a shiver down my spine. I don't like that.
It's a bit breezy.
Most of the war, Kyler.
Wind is quite loud.
We're not all of a sudden armored. All of a sudden you're armed.
Oh, at least the birds are chirping.
Well, what's down that way then?
Probably shade of the trees, brother.
Barns by the looks of it.
Maybe. Don't look too much into it.
It's not much cover here.
Start wondering about the mysteries of the universe.
I
Don't like that very much.
Not much choice.
That would be nice, wouldn't it?
Buildings on the left there. Small village maybe.
oh, that's a long
Something on the air.
I think.
Aye. I smell
And
it.
that's where you are, like being lucky.
What is it?
It's nothing new to us.
There's a modicum of luck to everything.
It's a sweetish stench.
But luck shouldn't be all of that.
Flesh.
Good.
Rot.
Luck isn't everything, but it is.
Death.
Coming from the left. Men in robes, it seems.
Looks like a logging
Most
camp,
skilled warrior
I think.
could trip and fall on his own blade.
It does appear.
Aye.
Luck is everything.
A
Explains
lot of
the
these trees have been
tree.
hastily hewn.
No wonder there's no cover. They cut all the damn trees down.
What are you talking? We've been under siege, but we've lost a quarter already. How do you possibly think?
Oh, dear.
When you build something with your
Quarter.
bare hands,
Are they talking about the garrison?
I would assume so.
They seem
I pray
distressed.
we're not dealing with a breach.
How much would Ambershire
Yeah,
garrison
I suppose
normally?
that does make people pretty stressed
Something this
out.
size?
Ambershire is a city. It's no longer a town. It's walled in and it's old. If I was to guess, depending on how wealthy the ruling noble was, and if the levy wasn't taken by the king already, he could have well over 1,000. If they have been being besieged this entire time, as they have, it's probably hundreds.
Which would explain the
And would explain why all the young folk are not at the village. Keep your eyes on the ridge lines. It's a perfect ambush
It
spot.
also doesn't help that a couple of months back I took a trip to Ambershire. Like,
I've got an uncle at the farm.
That's all we can do at this point.
Unfortunately,
As
our
many
job
times
is
as they think it'll take to stop us from doing something they view as foolish.
Was
They're
it?
Scared.
There it
They're
is.
gonna be right to me.
Confirming what you were searching for.
Oh, just anyone either side of the road, anything like that. Nothing. You know, I'm just
Noted.
getting a lay of the land.
Maybe they'll have spider. You think Ambershire is going to have spies?
Well, I guess the silver would have been
Well,
nice.
we tried to turn around, walk back.
There's also buildings to the right on, big tower-looking building. I don't know if you see that. Don't know what that is.
Can't tell what that is,
Collecting
but
flowers.
in such close proximity, it might be a hunting camp.
Sharp
Maybe.
Maybe postman, something.
Courier village.
As soon as we enter, if it is allied still,
I would suggest finding whoever's in charge. Find out what the situation is and then get yourselves acquainted with the city. If we're going to be helping with the siege, we're going to want to know every alleyway and every road.
Alright.
Well,
We'll send the message back to anybody who's been splitting up.
I've no doubt that if they could see us, they could probably see our weapons, so if they were not funded, they
I see
probably
a
would show
faint
us.
shade of blue on the man above. It's a good sign.
Let a siege tower told me not to trust
Can't
them.
tell from this distance, I don't like
It's
it.
fair enough.
The walls seem
They are crafty.
not broken.
It's our royal guard.
I see.
Looks like a royal guard on the other side of the gate.
The rest of you stay back, please. Stay back.
Okay,
Hail, sir.
I think we'll get a bit tired, I suppose.
My name is Arnold.
Must not be
These are
tired
my
yet.
compatriots. We are with the Iron Wolves.
Before we begin, I'm counting.
My feet are tired, but I'm still strong.
No, trust me. You'll be standing on the wall.
Alright,
Alright, let's go moving forward.
Distant catapults, you know?
Should hurry inside.
May I ask your name, sir?
Captain Dolo, captain of the garrison here in Ambershire.
Captain Dollar. A pleasure.
Doral.
Doral.
Door.
Everyone inside. Come on.
Hi, Captain Dollar.
Thank you,
Come
sir.
in. Go.
Bless you.
Bless you, bless you.
Understand it.
Gesundheit.
Yes, sir.
Learn. Going to be important.
Here to make a
Who
difference.
leads this lot?
Hopefully.
I expected them to be more.
That would be him.
Wide open space.
Sir.
A
good
pleasure.
space
Always.
here.
We appreciate the assistance. Things aren't great here.
Hands.
Can understand that.
Lift yourself up out of the
What's
ground.
the situation?
All the gates under siege. Pounded by cannon fire, non-stop. Trebuchets. It's not good. We could use the reinforcements. If you have any craftsmen, we need repairs done on walls, structures, battlements, that sort of thing.
Aye, we got a few.
Anyone you trust to put up on the wall, we can man the walls as well.
Most of these people are capable with a sword or a weapon. We do have a couple of craftsmen and gatherers. Should be able to help with those tasks.
Right. Spread out, make yourselves useful, explore the town, learn the layout. You're welcome here.
That was the plan, Captain.
Captain.
If you have any stone lying around, I might be able to make runes.
It's my boy Timeless. He's leading this up. Oh man, I'm so fucking proud of him.
Discretion. If any of you lot need shields, armaments, anything of the sort, we can provide that.
Do you have
I'm
Spears would be handy.
I see.
Do you have a sword?
I wouldn't know. You might want to ask the quartermaster. We should, though.
At this point,
Where is he?
it would make sense for you to enter the armory, the spawn room,
Sorry, what was that?
and get the weapon that you will be issued, and come back here.
The quartermaster would be further. Can provide that. See what.
Oh,
Which one is... It's good for a short spear.
Does that mean I could accomplish the dream?
I guess.
Shield time.
It's
happening.
Shield gang, shield gang, shield gang.
I get my falchion.
I wish the buckler was a little bigger.
same.
Well, it is the buckler.
I mean, yes, it's actually bigger than I thought.
My torso not big enough?
Sorry to tell you, but you're a little
This is a
bitch.
two-hander. This is not one you can really use with.
This is major detriment.
No, I think I have one of these ones instead. Just call it spirit.
Tower boy. Look at the tower boy. Let's go. Let's go.
Have a DM roll for you. The city's in rubble.
Time for a short boy army sword.
Is this permitted?
Yes, it is.
Holy shit.
Hell yeah. You're laughing. It's his major.
No. I Tower boy. Tower boy. Tower boy. Also, I'll be right back.
Get behind me.
Just so we go into the NPC room.
Once you have what you need, go to the NPC spawn room. Come with me.
and you will click
this one.
The back gates. Back gates.
Go on, back gates.
Interesting.
Yeah, I spawned in and lost my sword.
Oh, I got my sword, but I don't have my shield. That's a big oof. Give me a second.
Yeah. Oh no, I do have my stuff. Nice.
He points over that way. Behind the wall. You can put them on your arms too.
You left something behind.
Son of a bitch.
That I did.
Okay, I think I need some help because I can't get my sword over here.
Hold it above your head. You're going through the garbage bin.
I see.
All right. Darling, I'm going to go to the front where the main attack apparently has been happening and go take a quick look.
Alright.
I'll be back. That does not bode well.
Not at all.
No, they have a
siege
means
tower.
over the walls. Aye.
Teach
Siege
me.
tower. Teach you?
Yeah, let me walk with you. Teach me what we're looking for and stuff. Unless you need to
All right.
go off.
Well, right now what I'm trying to do is see the actual damage to the walls.
Mhm.
The principal locations where to defend. The higher the vantage point, the more you can see. By climbing this tower over here, I got a good look over on that side. Come, I'll show you. The largest issue you have with a siege is trying to find out where you're weakest and shoring that up. Because the enemy will push that and push it and push it until it likely breaks. As you can see, I could see the siege tower from here. But if you look that way, does that look familiar? In the distance?
Can't really see.
We'll get closer as we can. Yeah, let's take a quick jog. I see a place where we could possibly get a better view. Come.
They've
All
all
right.
lived together, and they are going to use it to climb the walls. You see this? Come see, I'll show you.
Let's see. Alright, you can see it now. Look beyond the outer wall. There's wooden structures, smaller towers.
Oh.
Those are sentry posts. That would be their main encampment. That's their primary attack. This is what will likely breach the walls if we don't find a way to destroy them. It can be very hard to destroy them.
Well, there's no one manning them now. Why don't we go out and...
Rest assured, with their cavalry, they'll run us down before we even get back in.
At least we won't have to deal with that when they're over the walls.
As long as we're inside the walls, should the keep fall, that might be an entirely different situation, and it would be the worst case. Trying to run away, more of us would die. This is not a place we can freely leave unless we win.
I got an old siege tower out there, wrecked, I guess.
There's two. Aye.
Could we gather oils, maybe? Throw it on it and burn it?
It's not a bad idea. Maybe some sort of vat of oil, toss it at a distance, shoot fire. Perhaps run on it by your father. Let's see what he has to say.
I could probably
No,
set it
getting at
alight.
the distance.
Could wait until it's
You
closer.
can get me a fire arrow. If you can get me a
It's
fire
dodgy.
arrow,
It's dodgy to say the least. Come,
if you can
let's
get
go.
me a fire arrow, I should be able to. It's not that far.
Oh, we need to put oil on it first.
Find your father.
I got a few arrows for that.
Well, you generally can do that. You can also wrap the tip in a rag.
The same idea.
Aye.
I do. That's why I'm trying to walk around and offer whatever food I could pluck from the field.
Over there, you can see their entire siege camp.
All right.
Let's make our way to the outer wall.
I assume you've been fully debriefed.
Also, Captain Doral, who's the garrison commander here,
Looking around for rocks, brother.
made it very clear that they've lost about a quarter of their garrison. We heard correctly. We can expect there to be night killers. They've gotten cannons into position, but it seems they've been going through the long process of reloading them, so we have that going for us. And yes, there is an Inquisitor leading them. And yes, it is Voltek's company, the same ones who love and bled the Virgin.
On the right-hand
Think it might
side,
be
there's
Oleander.
tall towers, too.
No.
There might be
Not
terrain
one
on the
bit.
walls.
Here's the state of affairs we have. Scouting the wall. The walls towards that direction have been brutally hammered and there's an Imperial camp beyond it. In this direction, we've got 2 siege towers fully constructed. It looks to be that the wood has likely been treated. I doubt we can fire it.
Once you enter town, the marketplace may have...
Then our best bet
fire,
is
but
going to
it'll
be
a
moving
warm
into
up.
the outer walls, seeing what the damage is and seeing where we need to reinforce. Our craftsmen and the people who are able to repair and build can help fill the breaches. We probably have limited time before they try to come over the walls again or through them. So let's make our way through that gate. Captain, are you able to let us into the inner city?
Absolutely, we'd like you all to gather to go in.
Well, this is everyone we've got. Last one's coming right now.
Very well.
Those siege things, they're weak at the bottom.
Siege towers.
Seems to be only a few boards thick. If it's clear over there, I can run over and start whacking away at them.
It is not clear.
Cavalry.
Honestly.
You're probably going to be defending
Make no mistake. If that's
Those things
Voltek's
scale the
company, all
walls.
the cavalry that we didn't fight before are going to be there.
Shall we just let them set
Go
those
on.
up against the wall?
We could let them
We don't have a choice.
light them.
We don't have any siege equipment. It's
Not
going to be
even a fucking
grueling fun.
ballista.
Let's make our way over there. Instead of talking about it back here, we can go gather intel on the outer wall.
Alright.
Let's go.
I'm gonna do whatever I can and knock those fucking towers down.
Remember, when it comes to combat, you stay in the back.
It would be handy. Let's hope you
Focus
find a
on
way.
Pulling the wounded out, stitching people up.
Do you hear something,
You,
Kyler?
the only thing we have that passes for a surgeon.
I hear
Must
encouragement.
have been the wind.
Have you not realized by now?
No, I
Service.
Don't even try.
I'll stay in the back.
Now is not the time.
Stick with me.
Die first and then I'll forgive you.
When was the first contact? 3 months ago? It's probably been a constant on and off fight the entire time.
Surprised the garrison's been able to hold out this long.
Acting like
Well,
I'm
if you
supposed to
notice
give a
their
shit
colours and
about
their
this
garb,
fucking
these
war.
are Godfrey's men. I'm not surprised.
Wish we could have had more of them back up.
Gather your friend if you would.
I'll go get him.
Sure took his time with the quartermaster.
Hopefully it's
I wouldn't recommend going in some of the towers. They
If worse comes to
a little
worse.
worn out.
Yeah, you have to crouch to get out.
Don't go in the towers, you'll get stuck in them. You can't see shit from
If you
under now.
crouch, you can get out.
Keep an eye out for a small dog.
No, you can't.
I did.
Lost their head.
What?
You got lucky.
Right, Guardsman, head on up.
Let's go, we're moving.
That's it.
As soon as we get inside, if you're a craftsman, craftswoman, see if you can help shore up any of the defenses. If you're a fighter, or if you're ranged, take a look on the walls, see if you can see anything out of place. If you have any incentive into healing, I'm sure they can help you as well. Let's go.
Perhaps it'd be
Honor,
wise
if you would
see we
remain.
can-
Sir,
Oh, that's not right.
as you wish. Sir.
Let's go.
Not getting a
Let's go,
shoot
get
from the
inside.
quartermaster.
I mean, if stops there, it's getting shot in my back.
I'll use this two-handed for now. If I need one, I'll
Go.
get one.
Alright. Dowie. We'll be behind. I'm his man.
Commander. I will not mince words with you, Arnulf. The situation is far more than dire. We've lost a quarter of our garrison in a matter of hours. There'll be heavy fighting ahead. Make sure your group knows.
Who leads them?
Reports say an Inquisitor leads their force.
So that part was true then?
Aye. I haven't seen him myself, but I've heard some of my men have.
I see. We'll keep an eye on it. Do we have
Very
any
good.
friendly siege weapons at all?
None. Most
Oh,
of our
they all
equipment's
taken
been
out.
wiped out. We've lost the palisade as well.
There is no palisade at the front. You've already lost it.
Village outside's completely burned.
Understood.
Only the
We'll
castle
assess what we
walls
can
remain.
from the walls, sir.
Very good. Head on in.
Alright. Kylo, the reason why that question is important is because siege weapons generally are only defeated with siege weapons or an attack from the rear with cavalry. As we clearly lack cavalry, the only option we have is our own siege weapons, and we have jars, boxes, none.
Containers.
We have one.
Thank you.
It looks like we're
What do you figure?
Well, he's made of stone.
I reckon we should see if there's
Incredibly
a castle
heavy.
doctor. Surgeon, perhaps someone who's more skilled than the rest of us.
You speak of Tang?
Look
Hmm.
around, identify ourselves with him.
Tang can't go out there in this condition. He's almost broken.
No, but
He's risked too much for us already.
you could throw things maybe.
The
out
other
there.
thing we could do is we could try to break the morale of the attacking army. That's really the only other option we have. If a
have to
relief
kill the
force were
Inquisitor for
coming,
that.
sieging armies are generally very vulnerable. But there's no relief force coming. We are the relief force.
Kyler.
Hmm.
And if you can, try to keep her tongue in line. Even if there are differences between us, her vileness is going to get people killed today.
He's not my charge, but I'll do my best.
But might want to carry your shield, by the way.
I found one.
Pocket police.
I'm in.
Carry it so you're not a ghost.
I have to deal with it.
It ghosts behind you.
What do you mean you have to do? I'm missing a shoe, you senile old fool. Would you do lose it when we were running?
Oh, right there. You're missing your left shoe.
Looks at the blood-soaked ground.
It's got to be a couple thousand. 6, maybe 7 more.
No relief force. No siege weapons to break theirs. Siege
We
towers?
just have to endure.
We have to break their morale. It's the only way.
That means targeting their officers first. And whoever's in charge.
Oh gee,
And
I
if
wonder.
Captain
They did
Ball
the
is to be
stake.
believed. What?
Well, that means we have to kill an Inquisitor, doesn't it?
I like how he says that so casually.
Or make him flee. He's not wrong.
Why make him flee when we can just kill him?
Good luck with that.
Even if every single
Give
one
me
of
an
us were to
opening,
pile
I'll
on
take a
top of
shot
that
on.
man.
Do you see the
You're not
Inquisitor at
really close,
Ledford?
They deflected your bolts, and the entire militia's bolts. Bullies. These people are monsters. You have to be very careful when you deal with them. Conventional means of
Come
killing
here,
them
sir.
don't work.
See this? That way.
I saw.
I have to take a look from the
It's up
wall,
from
see if
above.
there's any sort of tactical advantage to be had.
Shall we?
There's holes everywhere.
I saw
Just
the
on one
damage. I
side.
wasn't sure of how extensive it was until I saw this breach.
I'll be up on these walls most of the day until this is
Don't
fucking
worry,
over.
kid.
Well, you know us, we'll be
They've
holding
lost the
halls.
entire village.
If we but had those palisades, they're wonderful.
Why don't we get to fucking giant arrow shooter or cannon? Why
They're
do
all
they have all
destroyed.
the fancy things?
Maybe 4 of those cannon things. Another 4 on the right side here. Look, brother. They've got us flanked on the other hill as well. One of the siege towers. 2 trebuchets.
Let's make short work of walls. Doesn't matter how thick they are, they crumble.
Our only hope is...
So this is where the,
That's not possible. Can't.
Pretty high up on a hill.
Why not? They're not wood.
Think you could,
I don't know.
build some barricades?
No.
Again, cavalry.
The steel.
Hope I can find them.
Not to mention we'd be run down and shot.
Maybe there's wood all over there.
Or stabbed.
The cavalry would make short work of us if we went out there.
Do it to funnel them in through there.
We'll do what we
We
came here to
hold.
do. We hold Ambershire.
Until
We're going to look at the
I
right
have an idea. For
Until we break their morale. We have to discourage them, we have to kill their leaders. Captains go down first. If we see the Inquisitor, we have to wound him in any way we can and discourage him fighting further.
Hopefully one of my bolts strikes true then. Because the last
Aye.
time I tried that, he wasn't even looking at me when he deflected it with his sword. Not to
That's
mention
why
they're
we don't-
fucking cheaters, and all they do is take drugs to make themselves do better, but... They take the whatever.
That's why we don't consider them
Yes,
men.
they do.
Player characters, for the sake of the scenario, because we don't have the bodies to do it,
That's
everywhere
cool.
outside of the walls is a sea of gold. Around the tents, around the cannons, around
least
all of the
9
palisades outside are Imperial forces. That is the current situation.
Alright.
They're endless, aren't they?
To answer your question, Tan, it depends. If people are smart, and the Empire is smart, the bases are usually metal, and they have hives on the inside to stop arrow fire. Theoretically, if we had ballista, they would have hooks. We'd fire from the side and drop a counterweight off the side of another tower. Yank the fuckers over. But we don't have that. Which means we have to hold the breach.
Alright.
Is Tang strong
Here's
enough
a
to tip
couple
them
key
over, or are they
factors I'm
bolted
seeing.
down?
Don't know.
The front section of this entire city. It's like a
Last resort,
floodgate.
I guess.
This one is
We
going to be
send 'em
under the
running
most pressure.
up there to tip them.
We have the second as a fallback. However, that tower, I believe, is lined up with it.
It's going to connect with that wall there on the other side of the tower, but it's not on the inside.
Alright, as
If
long as it
we
doesn't go
happen
under
to
the
find
furnace.
ourselves, no. If we did lose the city proper, we would be able to fall back towards the keep. But we want to prevent that. Once they get a foothold, if they get up on the
That's a
towers with
slippery
night
slope.
killers, it's over.
And their morale will increase. They'll think they're winning.
Which means
So
every
this
single
is-
person we see with a banner, every single person with a plume, if they look like an officer, they have to die.
I can target them.
Must be so.
Target the
Good.
feathers.
Alright.
Go for the one with the feathers. Easy.
Just kill all of them, to be honest.
There is that massive
like
hole
killing
in the wall over there.
This tower looks so
Breach
tiny.
down below.
There's a few of them.
Breached several times.
Are you gagging?
Could we, like, display the banners burning or something like that? Or throw the heads of their soldiers over the side or something?
Motions aren't your strong suit.
Unfortunately, they're trained well enough where that wouldn't do it.
Fishing disgusting mess.
The point isn't to
Something we
scare
should
them,
discuss.
it's to break their morale. If their officers are killed, no more orders could be given. If a Skull and I were to die, this group would be in a bit of disarray. I know that. Same thing for officers. The people who scream and yell commands at all times, they give cadence, they give support, and they give a sense of survival, courage. Once that voice is silenced, men start to waver and fall back, not know what their orders are.
So we
Same thing
stop
goes
them
for
from running
Empire,
away and kill them.
We kill the officers.
Yes.
Going to survey the rest of the walls. I know you're here, Victor, you bastard.
And what do we do if we come across him? I assume this is another Pascal and I will deal with it, you stay away from him, my son, kind of thing, right?
Afraid I don't have ideas.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm sure that you will.
One day they'll grow in, I'm sure.
Yeah.
As long as you fucking come back to me, we won't have an issue.
Oh well.
Good.
Are you aware there's condition on the right side?
They've been hammering it hard, but it still holds. It looks
Not
like
even so
the
much that.
artillery is
4
fully
large
manned.
cannons on the right flank and 2 siege towers as well. Another encampment.
I hear one of them's on the inside walls. Any plans to take care of that one if the inside walls fall, we lose?
The best that we can do is try to hold the outer city. Once it falls, we can fall back to the keep itself and try and make a stand. The only thing that we're going to be able to do is kill their officers. We don't have the men to go man for man.
And what do you suggest? Hide on the roofs with some of our stealthier combatants? Have them ambush officers?
It's not really blocked line of vision. I don't know if that's a great idea.
They tend to be surrounded by
Better
people
trying to
too.
shoot them. It's the Empire we're talking about. Fools. Not to mention, they hate everything that's not human. Which means they have fought everything that's not human.
There's so many of them.
Estimate 6,000-7,000. And this is probably just the vanguard of Voltex, just like Ludwood.
Do you think it's possible to hold until nightfall, and then Sarah and I could, you know, do what we did back there?
My boy, this is one of those scenarios where I'll be surprised if we hold till afternoon.
Understandable. Is there any other way to break morale other than killing the officers?
If it was a less disciplined force, counter bombardments, fires, stampedes of horses, cavalry, volleys of arrows. But unfortunately, it's the fucking Empire. So no. This is quite literally the shittiest scenario possible.
Is it doable?
If the structural integrity of the walls hold, if the stone manages to hold against the cannons for a bit longer, and the trebuchets don't take out anything vital to city operation. As long as people fight and hold corridors and tight spaces, it doesn't matter how many numbers they have. What it comes down for us is fatigue and injuries. They could have 6,000, 7,000 men, and then try to get between this crenellation on a ladder. You see what I'm saying? 3 men with a spear could hold a wall for a long time. It all comes down to being able to take out other officers.
What if we got a hold of a night killer or something? Wouldn't that make it easier to punch through their plate?
I'm gonna be honest. I intend as such. But that intention is to try and deal with Victor.
I understand.
I'd like to see him deflect that.
Do we think we'll be able to? Last we fought the man alone, he routed all of us.
We expect him this time.
If we see Victor...
And we have a castle.
Which I think we will. Skull and I have a plan.
Pardon the
What is your
interruption.
plan?
Captain.
Your metallic friend seems to be concocting a plan should the siege towers bear down on us. You may wish to discuss it with him.
Well,
I'm all ears.
He plans to destroy the counterweights, was it?
If they bring their bridges down onto the walls, I will be able to destroy what holds them on. And if not that, I'm able to put molten slag onto the bridge to set it aflame. It is made of wood.
We can hope. The problem is, if they breach everywhere, and if they're smart, they will. That means that hole in the wall, that means that gate, that means any ladders they bring to the walls, and it means those siege towers. Is that the best place that we can have you?
Surely if they saw their siege towers not working.
know. I'm not heavily armored, so I can't tackle as many Imperial soldiers as I would have.
That's my concern. I have a lot of those.
you should be in a place where you have tactical advantage, but don't get the front force.
I'll be back.
The entire army. Don't get yourself surrounded. That's the most important part.
It's okay. He's just.
You're
the
strong. But
mothership.
you're whining.
It's alright. It's alright. Hey,
I am aware.
look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
Papa.
Look at me. Okay. You.
I wasn't going to try and.
You'll
tackle
understand when
one of
you're
the choke
older.
points.
You'll understand when you're older.
I'm older than he is.
It's okay, Mommy's here.
Oh, hi, Mum.
Don't know.
Wait a minute, Mum?
I mean, what?
Mum.
I don't know. I'm having an existential crisis because Mirandal called Arn my significant other yesterday, and I don't know what to think. I just didn't respond, which might be worse than.
What do you mean you don't know what to think?
I don't know.
I mean, it's okay. Do you want the simple question or the complicated question?
Whatever advice you can give, I'll take.
Kyler may wish to cover your ears, son, brother.
Watch your step, be careful, mind the nail.
Would you fuck him?
My people would look down upon it greatly, but for some reason the idea no longer disgusts me.
Good enough. Knocks your hand off your ear. You're good.
Okay. My question now is, are you gonna fuck my dad or what?
This is the second or third time you've asked. Kyler, I don't know what we are. I care for your dad. I care for a lot of people that I didn't think I would,
He
alright?
cares about you a lot. Like,
I care about him.
like a lot, a lot. In fact, he said it's the happiest I've been in 20 years. So, you know, you take care of him, okay?
Kyler. Arn and Haskell might do something stupid today.
Yeah, I know.
In fact, I know they're going to do something stupid.
Yeah.
Your father asked me to hold you back. I'm thinking perhaps they may need our help more than we think. More than they think.
Raylan, the last time this happened...
We can't be stupid.
Yeah, and you know what the last thing that Arn needs is?
What?
He doesn't need to be worrying about us being killed by a fucking Inquisitor by getting in the way.
That's what he said.
Yeah. He needs to be able to focus solely on it. I can't be a distraction, and neither
But
can
what
you.
happens? Okay.
But if he needs
In
our
that
help,
case,
you
can I
fucking
promise you-
believe that I'm gonna be there.
That's what I was hoping.
I'm not going to abandon him.
He may need our help.
Hmm.
When I spoke to him, he did not seem so sure about the outcome of the fight.
Yeah.
I know little of these inquisitors, but I fear even Arnon Haskell might not be enough to take him on.
They are the best people for the job.
Yes. Just don't be stupid. And I'll try not to be stupid either.
Good.
But also, let's both ensure he comes out alive.
That's the goal. And if, you know, the worst happens, you know, you gotta look after him, okay? If I can't anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Don't speak like that, Kyler.
It could happen.
If anything, Kyler,
No more.
you dying will break him. Don't do that.
Oh gee, when you say it like that, Raylan.
I will punch you!
And I've decided I'm not going to die today, if I can avoid it.
Well, you have to fucking... had a different tone earlier, so I was worried, you know? I don't know, someone committed suicide yesterday, so I just want to make sure you're not having thoughts, okay?
No, I'm just letting you know, alright? Insurances and such.
What you get when you put all your love in one pot? It kills you.
Oh, keeps you alive. Something to live for, right?
No oil in all of the trekking town.
No oil.
What are you thinking?
Not one bit.
Not enough to
Just thinking
be
very
able
hard.
to drag up there and pour on the bastards and light a flame.
I'm trying to think of anything that could be an advantage to us.
We have the walls. That's good. We know the areas they're going to attack, at least, because of the breaches. There's a few of them, which means we'll be spread thin. How many people are left in the garrison?
They had over 1,000. They've lost a quarter. About 700 or so.
So we get them to hold the choke points.
The general rule of thumb for a siege is you want to have 3 times as many men as they have inside of a castle. They have about 6,000 or 7,000. They're well over that.
And they have cannons. And we don't have anything to counter that.
In the early days of the siege, they took out all of Ambershire's ballista.
The cannons make the walls kind of pointless.
How do they make a cannon fire?
Don't know.
Never been
I only
close
know
enough.
2 things about them. I've seen them up close in a camp, I mean. I saw all of them lined up, maybe about 100 of them. And then barrels of something. It was like a fine, grainy powder. They went up in flames when we set the tents on fire, and exploded just as those cannons do.
Explosions usually mean fire. So can we make that conclusion? You need fire to light them, maybe? Or maybe they drop
I have no
coal in
idea.
it or something? It has to be a build-up of pressure of some type. You cannot launch something like that without a mechanism. The trebuchets make sense. They're using, you know...
Weight and stuff.
Counterweight.
Yeah.
Weight, yes, counterweight. But how did the cannons do that? And they're faster.
Don't know.
Well, even the ones that we saw at the camp we were at before, they didn't have anything inside them. There was no, like, weight or wheel or rope or spring or anything.
Oh, you mean in Bedaria?
Yeah.
I haven't a clue.
It's probably that powder, but
They shot
fucking...
so far and
I don't know how.
how? I wish
It's
I could
best we
see.
find if there's anything we could help with in the city. Reinforcing all the barricades and such.
I have done it before, Torgrin. Believe it or not.
Aim for the officers, obviously,
I've
Sarah.
infiltrated a camp 10 times that big. And stole documents.
That's something you're generally supposed to do during a siege. You take all the rocks that you have, all the rubble that you have, you pile it up on the walls in piles and intervals. And when they try to come up the ladders and siege engines, you throw the fucking rocks down, let weight do the job, breaks bones, sometimes breaks the ladders.
What if Tang threw some of the heavier bits of rubble out there in front of the siege engine and their wheels couldn't get around it or over it?
Tang is not that crafty or capable.
Just throwing rocks.
Aye. Throwing rocks at something that's like 3 feet off the ground.
Alright, 15 years of no maggots. Maybe it's time to stop mentioning the maggots then.
I can try it. You can see. I'll try it right here. Watch.
Where can I acquire nails?
Ah, he's right there.
Greetings.
Any of you who plan to head out, meet at the gate opposite. Greetings.
Very grim situation you have here, Captain.
It is. I hear one of your number was arrested.
What?
What?
I wasn't given a name. I was approached and told one of your number was arrested, and I was going to look into it momentarily.
Who?
Who could it have been?
The leather worker.
Again, I was not given a name. The leather worker.
There he is.
Then I would say
He's been
subjugate
released.
him to whatever your law is.
Quite the contrary. This is a war effort. I'll get my guards in order. As long as you mind your men, I'll mind mine.
On.
Straight to Dyer for simple arrests.
Love that band.
Whetstone?
Would you, how skilled are you in stone? Would you be able to take, like, blocks of it, like, point it to bear help support the wall?
Oops, go on the nerves again.
There's always something to it.
Sure hope his plan works with this. Look.
Passes it over.
Did they make anything?
We're all good here.
Everyone pick that up.
Mr. Arnoff must thank you for the axe. Very effective. Proved very useful.
Good, glad.
There's a man who has a blood loss potion and 2 bandages.
The fuck happened to my shield?
Otto did an idea at the time. You see these giant gold stones?
Yeah.
We're gonna be riding on horses, yes, or?
Are you coming with one of the grain delivery group?
What are you doing?
We're going out
Taking
to the
grain out
farm,
to the
the
farm.
hunter's camp. Going to
Where's
the
the woodworker?
apothecary,
I thought he
checking
was
to
trying
make
to
sure
gather wood.
everything's alright.
Right.
Up there he is.
Are you stopping by the logging camp?
Now done?
Guardsman.
What do you think I'm gonna steal a cane?
Time is moving along, merchant. Think we should be
Now I'll tell you of this story, right?
I'm familiar with the
roads between.
Ain't got nothing left, I guess, except my
Here.
There's on it for
free.
Thank you.
I'll move it over to the work area.
Thank you.
Say again, brother.
You got a log.
We currently have,
Thank you.
just so you're aware, we have 3 basic blood loss potions, 2 advanced regeneratives, 2 advanced healing potions, 3 vials of surgical glue. And that's about it. It's something.
I
But it wouldn't hurt
purchased
to
2
buy more.
bandages and 1 healing potion. So I have
Should
those
have
on
6
my person.
bandages total from me as well.
I can apply that gauze to it.
Good.
We can use that gauze.
If you wish to get that last potion, I recommend dividing the cost amongst everyone. It could go to anyone who needs it. Oh.
I agree.
I bought
I
one of
just
them
spent 3
earlier.
silver, 40 copper. So you did. Was that the last blood loss potion you had? Because you did claim you had
No.
1 more last I was there.
I bought it right when we entered the marketplace, so.
I see. Well, for anyone left who wishes to split the cost. I know it feels the amount of silver stays with.
Too many years. Too many miles.
For the healing potion, do you have a healing potion?
That's 8 cannons in total. 8.
It's 2. Is that the one I bought earlier?
These walls aren't gonna last a day.
No.
Carry your fucking pipe.
The literal only hope is going to be to break their morale within the first, maybe few hours of the siege.
2, 3 if we're lucky.
You know what we need to do? If it really is Victor who's leading them, we've got to goad him into coming out.
All right.
Make ourselves seen. Make sure
Obvious.
a couple of them run back, knowing who holds this castle.
So, I suppose we're to be a bit more open about our identities then.
If that's the way to draw out Victor, aye, that would be the way.
How about letting him know that you have a new son? An heir now? Wouldn't that make his little
No.
PP?
There's no sense in. There's literally no sense in risking you. Fruitlessly. If he fell both of us, you'd think that the entire line died there.
Exactly. And then you'd have a chance. Can I help you, Dawe?
Just wondering who what Inquisitors are exactly.
Inquisitors are humans that are trained since birth in multi-combat. They know their way around anti-armor, are trained with night killers, and swords as well. Steel. They are experts in their field. And this entire group, if we dogpiled one, most of us would probably die. We would probably only wound them. They also hate non-humans. Their pastime is burning them at the stake.
Absolutely lovely, then. Correct.
Ah, don't get captured, darling.
All right. So we'll
When
talk
the
during the
waves
first attack.
When the waves start, we'll make it very clear who holds the walls. We'll let a couple of them scurry back wounded. This will probably enrage him.
Could we paint an impromptu banner or something?
Screaming. Those Scarlets haven't flown in years, but I don't think we have the supplies.
I wish.
That is quite the idea.
That would make me.
You know, just thinking maybe we could have one in, just as a spare back at Adwick and just hide it somewhere.
Christos.
Bye. Christos.
I'd like to actually see it,
I've
not
heard he
on
does,
the
drawings.
stamp thing. That's the only time I've seen the crest.
That's true. The cracked one I gave you.
Unfortunately,
Alright,
it's not
we have a
something
plan.
that can usually be out in public, but we'll think about it.
Kyler, Arsling, listen. When that man comes, you need to be out of reach. You need to be out of harm's way, because it'll be quite clear how important you are to us if you're within reach and you're in harm's way. You need to let us do what we have to do here.
I figured. If you're distracted, I figured.
It's the same
This
as
isn't
Nurse, I
because
said
you're
it's not.
incapable. It's not because you're not able. This is an old vendetta that needs to be settled, and I need my full concentration.
I figured. I said the same to Raylan.
Oh no.
Good man.
But if
Then
you
it's
die,
settled.
then I'm gonna be really angry.
As long as I live, you won't.
I will task you with this, however, my son. You are good with getting where armor does not protect. Let some of the others absorb the front lines, but I want you to focus officers. Big plumes, ones with stupid hats. If you see them, they try to have a dagger in the weak parts of their
Was
armor.
your task successful?
They tend to be surrounded by people, though, and when we get in shield walls, it's hard to get behind because they keep coming and hit me in the back. That's what happened with the hammer. But I'll do my best.
As long as that is your sole job, you'll be able to do it. Let other people know that you're fighting with at the time.
Okay.
They'll make you openings.
Okay. Raylan, I'm killing officers. Give me openings.
Perfect.
Cade, I'm killing officers. Give me openings.
You got it.
There we go.
Can pry their shield away, maybe yank off their helmet.
Perfect.
Some skin for you to claim.
No, that's my job.
If you yank off their helmet, give it to me.
Give me.
Here, how about we do like this
So if
double
that's
team
my
thing
job
where
and you
like
know
I
it's
go
just
at them and like
I'm
distract them while you go and like do the killing kill.
The problem is when we are in
With an
shield
officer,
walls.
I don't imagine he'll be alone.
No, that's the problem. I can't
that's
get
true.
and
Well,
maneuver
when we're in
around
shield
when we're in
walls,
shield
I do the
walls.
spear thing.
We usually are in tight
I'm the one
quarters,
doing the
and I
killing
can't
in
maneuver.
shield walls.
Yeah, but if you can open
Well,
it
if
up,
we end up, you know,
Lips are flapping
getting
still.
open space, then
Captain.
get to me.
Greetings. Do you feel your number is well versed in the layout of the city by now?
For the most part, I believe that they are. But
You're good with directions, right?
sure.
My sense of direction is terrible on land, so I'm gonna have to rely on you to tell me where exactly is what in the town.
I suspect
Sure.
if
Have a very
the
good
gate
layout.
is lost, fighting will take to the streets. It is good to know where you are, should that happen.
well, if the gate is lost, we can get a line there to try and hold it, funnel them in. Doesn't matter how many men they have. If we keep them coming up small funnels, we can cut them down by the bushel. But if fighting pushes
Ideally.
in, we'll probably be fighting around the marketplace and the streets. We'll have to spread out. If we let them form shield walls and move in on us, we're going to lose.
Aye, this is true.
Is there any
Do seek me
further
out if you have any questions. No, we have no further information. We've sent a group out on various tasks outside of the wall towards the farm. I will let you know when they arrive.
Of course.
All right.
Are you feeling
Everyone just-
Haskell?
Oh.
Stretched and ready to go?
The sun
Always.
creeps higher above the horizon. I can start to see more.
Indeed.
There's very few times that I don't feel ready. Just do a good job of taking care of each other.
I will.
Yes, I will
You do
be
the same.
mad with desire to keep near me. You watch her. She's trouble, you know.
Pascal, I don't think we could stop her if she wanted to be next to you, I'll be honest with you.
I don't know if we would want to stop her.
No, you do.
Fair enough, fair enough.
They suggested I sleep on the floor
learned one
last night,
thing,
and I was just kind of like...
A very quick amount of time is just bottom line, don't fight the Bjorning woman. Because even if I do, I have to face your wrath.
Speaking of, where is she?
Well, don't...
Outside of the wall.
Oh no, Pascal's bleeding.
Fuck.
In my defense,
You
that
hear
was
a
before...
Oh, she runs across the city.
Towards the farm for woods.
If you will. Alright. She's doing what she can.
They're getting wood so that we might be
Give
able
him a
to
little bit of time.
reinforce the barricade here and make smaller ones in the town.
Anything else you could teach me?
In the past...
The most important thing you need to know right now is that is your protection. If you lose it or it breaks, get another one.
Okay.
The more you hold something like that today, the higher your chances of survival. Because really what we need, more than anything else, is for you to strike true with your weapon that you do know how to use. And for you to make sure that you're safe. Because there's other blades that'll be swinging. Cades, our good friend Master Dawi over here.
I have a name.
Servith will be shooting into them.
Kyler.
Kyler? Very well. I know Stas's, I still don't know yours.
Wait, do we walk in different fucking directions? Well, she didn't fucking follow me, I walked away over here for a fucking reason.
I'm taking you somewhere. I'm
Yeah.
not going to talk to you.
Okay.
Why would I interrupt your training for that? You're needed for something. When have I ever interrupted you in your conversations to pull you away to tell you something?
We've done it a few times. I don't know if it was, you know, you wanted to talk to me or something. Just giving you
No, I
the...
have not.
I'm just giving you the space in case you need... Okay, so you'd never just want to shoot
I
the
don't
shit?
need space from you. I need space from my ex, who's a piece of
I
shit.
know.
Tyler.
No,
I prefer your
I'm
company.
saying I was, you know, I was walking away in case you wanted to talk to me about something. I didn't realize you were showing me something. And one day I'd like you to pull me aside and just shoot the shit and say something nice. Go ahead.
You have very nice eyes.
Stop.
You act like that, so I don't fucking compliment you. Mirandol! The smithy is locked.
Huh.
He's like, can you break it open? And I'm like, well, we have a lockpick, literally. Let me go grab him.
What do you plan on gaining from the smithy that you can't gain from the armory?
I don't fucking know.
Right.
Just don't feel like breaking the lock off of probably some dead man's house.
Oh boy, magic!
Magic!
You want me to try and break in here?
I don't know what building it is, so we might have to wait for Mirandol to find the smithy and see if he's alive or something. I don't fucking know. If he's not here in 2 minutes, I'm walking away.
So, it's going to be important that you shoot for the guys with the big plumes and the silver armor. Try and go with the eyes.
I remember them.
The more of them we kill, the more likely they'll lose their morale, apparently. My job, I'm going to be trying to
Go
get
for their
behind them.
fucking knees.
If you can shoot them, kill them in any way, debilitate them,
I might be joining you. I will shoot them from behind in the leg.
I'll be in melee.
Immobilize them. I won't hit you, don't worry.
Okay.
I have to go to the bathroom so bad.
You
think
shoot
I'll be
me in the
mad if I
house.
just crumple here?
Just crumple and I'll let them know if they come.
Okay, I'm gonna crumple right here. Because I have to pee.
It's also not just about plate. It's not just about like movement. It's also about stealth. The highest Kyler would go would be like studded leather. Maybe he could have like ring mail like under the leather and press tightly against his skin, but that's like uncomfortable as fuck, and you know, Kyler still needs to be mobile and light. Maybe scale. Maybe some bits of scale, like under stuff. Hydrate, you know what, that's a good idea. Oh, Brigadine would be really good. It's still a little restrictive though. But Brigadine would be pretty good. Maybe, yeah. It's a little restrictive and a little heavier than what Kyler would like, but if he was to go for something, that would be pretty good. When sneaking is, yeah, Brigadine would be the best one. Excuse me. Why in fuck's name did that happen? I lagged and it did that? I think it's just VRChat. I think I need a fucking relog. Son of a bitch. Unless I... Wait, one of these isn't working? Oh wow, I'm like really backed into a corner. What if I... I have to relog. This is why I didn't... Oh. This is why I don't fucking use Brigadine armor. Yeah, Brigadine's good. Underrated as fuck. Kylie's hide? Yeah, hide is basically leather. Some van braces. He'd go for leather van braces, I think, because his wrists, he needs to be, you know. I mean, he's got, like, spider gloves, you know. Actually, a spider glove would be really good for, Mordhowing, thinking about it. Spider gloves. Spider gloves. Man, I want to play as Sevatar again. Okay. Mr. Brunswick. Mr. Brunswick. Van braces is good because he can tuck his lockpicks in there. A gimlet. We need to be able to do... We need to be able to do like steel and stuff. I want to get a sword breaker. But we need to be able to do steel for that first. That'd be really good for a knife he has that he could catch a fucking blade in it. Yeah, but we need steel for anything like a mail breaker and a sword breaker. He's gonna need steel for because it needs to be stronger. Means we're here. I didn't get my fucking speed. Yeah, a sword breaker would be fucking amazing.
That was me.
I think technically a hidden blade would be like a thing. I've been here the whole time, I swear. Mirandel is walking around over there that I saw when I shouldn't have seen. But it's very anime-y, and I don't know if Bruns wants that.
Hopefully he comes back.
Should we go get him? Do you want me to go get him? Marin.
I think that's actually him over there.
Sarah's over there waiting for you for something that you need me for.
Yes, very well. Is this the apothecary?
I do believe this is your apothecary.
Right, well.
Yep.
Let's go see what you need me for.
I can help you. I'm trying to.
Should you wish to assist, collaborate with him.
Something about a smithery or a forge or something?
Yes.
I'd integrate it by having it on the model.
There's
and
likely armor in there, and we are all incredibly unarmored.
you don't think we would be able to get armor from the armory that we could all get our sword and shields from? I don't know what you're trying to gain. Anything in there would be requisitioned, would it not?
Did we get any armor? Did people get armor?
No, but if there was going to be any armor, that's where it would be. I can break in if you want me to, but... Sorry,
I'm just sitting here waiting
Hang's
for the
watching us now.
fighting to fucking start.
I'll
What's
do
he
it.
gonna do? We're
I'll
in
call a
war
DM.
right now.
I'll
Who
do it.
cares?
I'll break in.
I'll
Do it.
fucking do it.
Alright, fine.
Do it.
Where is it? This one?
Yeah. Let me go try and distract any would-be eyes.
Where the fuck are we? Like, what do I even call this place? Like, DM to the...
Amber Dick.
Amber Dick.
We would be in the... I don't know if they do...
I don't know if they have the teleporter on this map or
We're
not.
either in the
One second.
first or fourth quadrant.
That resources were taken by the soldiers.
Can I get a DM,
FYI.
please?
Go ahead. DM roll.
No, just a DM over here. I'm about to break into something.
Where?
I don't know. I don't know this place. It's on like the left side if you're facing the camp. Sarah
know
and
where
I
you
are
are.
here.
I'm
Thank
here.
you. All right.
Hello, friendos.
Hi,
Hello.
we're breaking in here.
This is a
Watch stuff.
smithery
You
or
feel
something. I'm gonna try and picklock it.
You feel like doing some thievery? Okay,
yeah.
go ahead.
Okay, here I go.
Daughters?
Watch and learn, Sarah.
Do you have any practice or skill in this?
I am the skilled. I am the lockpick. I think it's a +2.
He has a minor in, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
my
the
minor.
answer.
in lockpicking.
Okay.
with a natural 20.
So Sarah, the click. That's how you do it. Thank you, Tish. Now is there anything inside?
You enter the smithy, and it's completely empty.
Yep.
None of this is here. This place has already been completely cleared from all of its supplies because, of course,
You were right.
But Tish,
You were right.
if it's not real,
But
how did I cut my hand?
Get the fuck out of here or I'll slap you.
Yeah, okay, I figured. Thank you, Tish.
wow, Kyler, you were so right. You have such a big dick.
I know.
No, Marindal's got a tiny one because he was wrong.
Well, I've seen it, and it is quite small.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sarah.
Christine.
You're really bumping up my my ego there. I really appreciate that.
You're so much more manlier than Marindal will ever be.
It's nice of you to finally notice these things.
I've been noticing. You just keep running away from me every time I try to chase you.
What do you mean?
Oh.
Your ass is magnetic.
Stink. 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 Oh no, my vagina.
It's stuck.
My... Got that gorilla grip. Got that iron grip.
Okay.
Jaws of life grip.
If you could, never mind. Anyway,
Oh shit! Ooh, ooh. Don't jump on those.
an actual collider.
Don't stop! Why does everyone stop moving and turn around? Stop!
What are you talking about?
What?
You just did it then,
Oh.
and again. You're
No, I
proving
do
my own
this.
point.
This is what I do. I was copying you. This is what I do. I do this. Oh.
Whoa.
Wow.
It's because people are further behind me than I realize they are because I'm
almost like-
lagging.
It's almost like you don't even have to stop moving to keep moving forward and backwards.
We're also a lot faster than the others, remember?
Whoa!
There he is, fucking... Hey! Okay, so I got in, natural 20 by the way, and there was like gold bars just fucking everywhere. I'm thinking, right, when this is over we can...
magic!
And runes.
Talking about
There was
a lot of runes
literally
in there.
nothing in there.
Yeah, it's empty,
It was
like I
completely
fucking said.
Got it.
But hey, I
Understood.
got a nat
You're so
20.
smart.
Thanks, Sarah.
Well, hey, let's get those gold
quickly,
bars
the
and
well,
throw
where?
them on top of Phil. This way.
What did he just say? Sorry, he runs up like a dog.
He said, well, you're Crazy Dave from Plants vs. Zombies.
Well, this is him. Look, watch.
Brr.
Where the camera's turning?
Wow,
And it's
Stas,
like,
is
yeah?
that you?
What the fuck was that?
How you feeling, Tang?
I'm
Like $1
acquainting
million.
myself with the layout of this city.
Smart play.
And
I
do
did that
not
from
know where
above.
to be placed when the siege actually begins.
On will place us, I'm sure.
Preferably beating skulls in on the Empire soldiers.
Scouts?
Skulls?
Come on. Tang, help drag some wood over here that we can use. Just gotta patch up these holes so nothing can easily breach through it. Don't want to pipe the customer and stab anybody down. Well, you...
Yo.
You two, a moment. Have you seen your hooded friend carrying a shield and a pike?
Sure.
He's not a friend,
He's
but
quite
yes.
fast. We're losing track of him, as it were.
He was down there
That's him.
somewhere.
Very well. Carry on. Thank you.
It's like an important chat over there.
Usually is.
did not happen.
You nearly went right off the fucking edge.
Flying elf.
Wouldn't that be a sight?
If I sit down, will I be able to sit down for a bit, or am I just gonna have to stand right back up? I wonder. So annoying.
You wanna drop a rock on him?
Yes.
Like a big fucking...
Fuck yeah!
No.
You think I'm joking when I say I hope he falls in battle? I'm not. I hope he does, so I don't have to fucking deal with him anymore.
You don't have to deal with him anymore.
Yes, I do.
You're choosing to deal with him.
As long as he remains around me, I have to fucking deal with. He's gonna keep trying to fucking talk to me, but that window of opportunity is growing very small. And it's going to come a time where he's not going to be able to reconcile his mistakes.
What if he's trying to give you his answer?
I give it 2 more days. I don't think he is, because when I asked for an answer, it's I can't give you one.
Hmm.
I don't like that answer.
Technically that is an answer, but it's not like one of the 2 that you give him, I guess. He's not making a choice.
It's a cunty answer, and it's just as much a reason to get him killed.
He's giving you
Or
an
suffer
answer,
for a
he's
long
not giving
time.
you his choice. I think that's what it would be.
Well, he needs to stop being a pussy. Because he is a huge one.
That's his choice.
Fucking
He's
manlet.
allowed to be a pussy.
Yes, well, I hope that pussiness gets him killed today, so I don't have to deal with him anymore. Like I said, I will be fucking happy if he falls during battle.
You've seen his luck.
I will not do anything to prevent that. And I've also seen his unluck. I am his fucking unluck. One crossbow bolt to the back of the fucking head when he's not looking, he's gone.
But you're not going to because you want him to suffer?
I want to watch him die. I don't know if that's Cerebeth talking or the fucking ghost, so who knows anymore.
Kyler, have I ever the adventure for you?
Oh boy.
Just a wondrous journey. You, my wonderful friend, you get to go procure me 2 more of those shields and stuff them somewhere where I can get to them in the midst of the fight.
Tower
When
shields?
it breaks. 2 more.
Understandable. I will go do that.
Procure them from the armory so I can break them justly so we can hold and not die.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Kyler. Teenage Mutant Ninja Kyler. Teenage Mutant Ninja. Come on. Do the thing. Oh. Oh no. Okay. Motherfucker.
They should be coming back soon. I hope.
Alright. There's this bandits on the road, watch it.
I don't know if we should go out and do anything.
They're freelancers. I'm sure they can handle themselves. It's just some bandits.
It's just, if anyone else tries to leave, let them know. I'll go check.
Well, I'm gonna go do my patrol.
Right there.
Don't touch that. That's for someone special.
Will I recognize these boots?
These boots? What do you mean? Maybe. You're cool.
Where did you get your boots?
There's a man who does them for me.
I see. It looks similar to the style my family does it in.
Oh, really?
Standard shoemakers.
Well, they're very good, so if this is your style that you like patented or something.
I don't even know what a patent is. What kind of word is that?
It's from the future, don't worry about it. I have to go deliver this shield and stuff, but thank you for noticing.
Out of the way.
They make me look taller.
You should probably go and find out it's all so we can freak out later.
Now that is a sure way to get me killed. Oh no. We're waiting for them to come back in.
Saying there's a bandit attack.
Talking about
It's just for prank. It's the time to be
putting cover within the inner walls once they start up again.
Oh, we're going all the way back to logging.
Oh yeah, that's fair. Don't want to be in the city.
As far away as possible.